What's going on, everybody? We got ourselves a fresh one. This just came in a couple days ago. Got to the property here. This is an extremely clean container. So you can tell by the hardware on this thing. I mean, it's either been restored at one time. It doesn't look like it. Looks like it's original, just in really good shape. Lockbox on this one. This is part of a private party sale I purchased several. Seals are amazing. Cargo worthy as far as all the beams are in great shape. The roof doesn't even barely have a scratch on. It doesn't look like anything's been set on top of this thing. So there's one caveat. This is basically, I mean, the quality of like a one tripper. The problem is it does have a little bit of a drunken forklift driver blemish on the inside on the opposite side. So we'll show you this. You'll see the condition prior to showing you the side here. But yeah, the roof is immaculate. There's not even like typically you have little rust puddles up there. By each pillar you have a little dip on these things. And you build a little bit of like not a rust through, but like a surface rust puddle. Doesn't even have that, and it barely has any calcification on the corners here. Things just in remarkable shape. So anyway, this is by far the nicest one I've gotten my hands on. Like I said, when I go to the ports, I buy them cargo worthy. They're always the same quality. However, it's not always a guarantee what the side's going to look like, or the exterior's going to look like, or the graphics. This one's real simple, real clean. The blemish, I'll show you. I mean, you can see it, you're catching it right here. I'll show you from the inside. Looks like we had a forklift driver come back from a nice lunch break at El Torito, threw back a couple of good drinks, and then just got a little wild on the inside in there. So it doesn't affect the wind and watertight of this thing. It didn't pull at the seal. The seal's still in great shape. I picked this thing up and looked up underneath it before I committed to it. But it does have, you gotta catch it, I don't know if you can. It's ugly, but it doesn't look as ugly because it's such a nice looking container. But anyway, these are all from the inside. That's why I say it's probably from a forklift driver. Bumped in this thing and pushed them all out. This one, like I said, is, other than the side portion from about here to there, is perfect shape. I mean, it looks like a one trip. Like I said, it's unbelievable. The inside's so clean, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so this came from a private party sale. I bought several. This is the cleanest one I have from that sale. It just happens to have this blemish on the side. So I'll show you the inside of this thing. Like I said, if this was a one tripper without this side damage, these go about $7,500 up here. Unfortunately, they're very expensive. But this would be a little bit less because of that damage on there, obviously, closer to my normal pricing. It does have the lock box, which is awesome. Stick a lock up inside here, and they can't get inside here to, get the cable cutter or the bolt cutters on there. And keep in mind, like I said, these side panels, I mean, you can hear when I'm hitting on these things. You can cut through them with a nice, metal blade from Home Depot or from Harbor Freight. You don't have to get too crazy in these things. So it's not like they're guaranteed as far as that goes. But, this is just a nice deterrent. I put locks on one side on here and two on there on my personal boxes just to deter people from messing with them. So, but the lock box is a nice feature. I would still go lock, lock, lock. That way they roll up, they go, you know what? I don't want to cut 3 locks and be out here trying to mess with this guy's stuff. It's a good deterrent. So we're really close because I had to mess with my battery. Died on me the other day. I had to do a jumper pack here, get into that to fix the trailer. So I can't get this door very far open, so we'll see what the light's like inside here. But the door handles are just, like I said, amazing condition. So let me see if I can do this or not. Probably. Just use 2 hands to open those guys, but anyway, so only partially open, but you can see the threshold is just in amazing shape on this thing. Really clean container. So I got a few people on my list. I got a call. You can see them in here. I mean, there's just no patina, no rust, no nothing. And these things just unbelievable condition. So anyway, if someone's interested in this one, give me a call. I'll give you a little brief look on the inside here. The echo chamber, like I said, immaculate, drunken forklift driver after El Torito. I say El Torito, maybe Binghamton, I'm not sure. But you can see it bows a little bit here. Bows out right here. Little pull at the floor, but it didn't break the seal. The seal's still good on the outside. There's no issues. It's still watertight. The pillars are still in phenomenal shape. I mean, technically I could take and cut this out and put a whole new side panel on this thing, and this is a $7,500 container, like I said. But I'm not gonna go through the extra effort on this. It's so clean and so nice. Put this on the side you don't care about what it looks like. Put that on the side that you do care. Or if you don't care anyway, like I said, really clean container. not been repainted. This is all original. Like I said, it's so close to a one trip, it's unbelievable, other than this. And the problem with the one trip 20 footers are really hard to get a hold of right now. You just can't get a hold of something this clean in the 20 foot range now. 40 footers not a big deal. You can get a hold of those a lot because the prices are so crazy that they're just sitting. The 20 footers are the thing right now. They've been the thing for a couple of years now, last year and a half especially. And like I said, to get a 20 foot one tripper up in northern Arizona, they're about $7,500. Regardless of what those ads tell you guys, they tell you $4,000, you know, plus applicable fees. Those applicable fees will be hefty. So anyway, this one just came in. I'm gonna call through my list of people. If you're interested in this thing, jump on the comments there. My number's always there too. You can call me directly. I'm up in northeast Arizona, Concho, Show Low area, and I kind of take care of the whole Arizona area, but I like to keep it up north if I can because it makes it a little easier because that's where we keep them. So I don't have a big yard. People already know that. I just kind of bring them in as I bring them in. Most will probably ever sit on is 3 at a time. I'm not looking to become the Walmart or Home Depot size container guy. I care less about that. So I buy and sell here and there. I buy and build here and there. This one's so nice, and you know, the last one I just did, that red one, you guys saw that last video, was so nice. I almost wanted to just hold on to them, but I'm going with 40 foots on my big property, so I don't need the 20s right now. If these were 40s in this condition, even with this blemish on here, I would just keep this one for myself. So anyway, this just came in. Other than, like I said, the blemish on the side, this thing's in beautiful shape. Floor is amazing. Not even staining or anything like that. It looks like the floor has barely ever been used. Like I said, this looks like a one trip that just happens to have this interior blemish. Like I said, it's interior. You see where it buckled from the inside, like from getting bumped into, like, you know, the forklift comes down, just boom, 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 boom down the side of this thing, or a pallet or something. But normally the forklift, that's what can, you know, make these kind of little knots in these things. And most of them have the little blemishes. I mean, this side is nothing. I mean, it has a scrape mark. That's standard. Little, you know, the forklift bumps up against here. That's pretty normal. So, like you see, this thing, if it's been loaded a handful of times, possibly, we don't know. I don't have the history on this one. It's a private party purchase. But if it was, I mean, they barely got touched. This has nothing. This has barely. The roof has one little nick right there, and one little nick right here for the boom with the forklift as well, like I said. And then you got this little boom, 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 bam. So, but other than that, like I said, this thing's amazing shape. It'd make a great workshop for someone, a little tiny house build, whatever you want. If you wanted to do some sort of a modification that you decide you want to cut on, you know, you can cut that out and put some roll-up doors. My future in the container business will be hunting shacks, tiny houses, she sheds, that kind of stuff. I enjoy that kind of stuff. Cutting these up and starting to build with them is what I'm looking forward to doing. I like working with wood, but I'm interested in working with metal as well. You know, I've been brushing up on my welding skills quite a bit this last year and a half, 2 years, for rural projects and for container business projects. So this door opens super smooth too. I just open it because the winch is right there. I can't get past it. I'll probably offload this thing in the next hour or so and have it on the floor. But if someone's very excited about this thing, give me a call and I'll offload it at your place instead. So once again, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm dedicating a channel called Max Transport. We'll be changing our side hustle business to Max Transport in honor of our Doberman we lost a couple months back. Really sweet dog, big, handsome, beautiful dog. Just had some sort of a brain or heart related thing, just kind of had an instant passing. So no suffering there. Unfortunately, the only suffering is he's not here, and for us and our family. But he went fast. Fastest I've ever seen an animal pass. It was pretty surprising, threw us off, but it is what it is. And moving forward, but you know, we miss him, and we're gonna change the name of the business to Max Transport. So you'll see that on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna start uploading videos that are specific to containers on that channel, and I'll still share this stuff on our off-grid channel because, like I said in the other videos, these containers are very applicable to off-grid style living. It's what I'm going to use for my workshop. But I'm also going to use for other things on our property, because now that I've used them, I realize how useful they are, how helpful they are, how easy they are to make something out of, how easy they are to be able to relocate them and move them, and they always have a great resale as well. So anyway, one last little trip around the outside here. I didn't get on top, guys, but it's unbelievable. I mean, it's the cleanest roof of a container I've seen yet. So. And we're still working on our 40-foot container hauler trailer. I can go get one anytime now. The one I was waiting on building is still waiting, but I found other opportunities. So I'll probably end up getting one the second week of December. So if you're waiting for 40 footers, Second week of December, I'll get my trailer. January 1st, I'll make an announcement on this channel and the new channel as far as once we have our 40-foot container hauler trailer, full tilt trailer. I'll still build you remote pickups and deliveries, which is be what I'm waiting on. Otherwise I can go buy a 40-foot container or flatbed trailer anywhere, but a tilt like this that tilts up and allows you to pick up and deliver is the difference. This is a modified trailer, guys. This, you know, I got tired of waiting on this one too, and we modified it. I modified it myself with help from my friends, built my own bumpers and made this thing possible, and just for our use, and it's worked out well for, like I said, a side hustle. But if you're waiting for 40 footers, the advantage of when I get my new trailer, I will pick up more private party 20 footers. Not in this condition. Very rare you're gonna find this. I'll probably pick up more, like a little bit more Thrashers, similar to, not as bad as that one, but similar to what I have on my property. These little guys, I can pick those up a lot cheaper than I can get them at the port. If I get them remotely and I can offer that discount forward, I still want to be profitable, obviously, guys. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of gas, a lot of maintenance, but I can be a little bit more flexible in pricing. I can also go down and pick up multiples at the port. I can pick up 40 footers remotely, and I can pick up 40 footers from the port as well. So I'll have a little bit more variety of things I can offer. And at that point, by January, probably launch a website with more pricing information, things like that. But right now it's just direct. You know, if you need something, give me a holler. I can get a 20 footer within 48 hours notice normally if I had the free time, which I normally do, but this one is available right now. Get in touch if you're interested in this thing. Like I said, there's a little more, kind of see the ripple. Not that bad. Like I said, it's a beautiful container, phenomenally beautiful container. The nicest one I've had yet. They just keep getting nicer. Right, guys, stay tuned.